All right, there we go. So 3, 2, and 1. Well, Steve, welcome to Mayor's Monday here at WSAU, WSAU.com. The office up there in Merrill looking a little bare. Have you not had a chance to settle in yet here in their first month and a half in office so far?
I'm getting things settled in here. I've got a few pictures on the wall, and I cleaned out a lot of the stuff that I found stuff from mayors from the 1990s, late 90s that I went through, and budget stuff from back then. It was all in binders, and everything's electronic now. So I went through a lot of that, and yeah, I'm getting settled in. So
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
indeed.
big process.
I see one. It looks like a kind of a Terry Redlin type print behind you. So
Yeah,
that's good. If I turn my background off, first off, of course, I'm just me, period. I can't have anything like plain.
sure.
Um, but if I turn my background off, you see a bunch of dusty broadcast equipment. So that's why I always go with some sort of stadium in the background. But what's the coolest thing in your office so far?
I have a picture that my mom painted for me quite a few years ago when I bought my house in Maryland back in '94, and it's a picture of a partridge, and I cherish that. It was behind me until this weekend. I went to a fundraiser at the VFW, and I put a ticket in there, and I won this Ducks Unlimited print behind me. So I did move the partridge picture off to my left here now, but I always look at it and see it, and that gives me a happy feeling to that my mom painted it, and then that's with me.
Wow.
So
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've always, I say it, on my desk here, I've got pictures of all six of my favorite little children in my life, none of them my own, of course, but you got to have that stuff around you in the office just as a reminder of why you do what you do on a daily basis, because
yeah,
some days just even looking at that can give you that little extra boost that you need to power through. Not to get too
yeah,
philosophical here, but that's
yeah.
my theory on it anyway.
Yeah, and I also got two pictures in my office that the night I got sworn in, one of the aldermen who was a friend of mine put a picture of my dad and a picture of my good friend that passed away this year and put it up on my desk when I got back up there after being sworn in. And I got those in my office too. That's a great momentum, to have. So,
Absolutely, because you're taking over here for another 4-year term up there in Merrill after the Derek Woolner era. Will again, we don't want to spend too much time kind of dwelling on what happened in the past. I just know that there are some people in Merrill that liked him, some people that didn't, but that's
yeah,
anybody these days. So what are
yeah.
you looking forward to now over the next 4 years? I guess just first off, give me your assessment of kind of where things are there in Merrill as you're taking over, and where you'd maybe like to take them in the next 4 years.
Yeah, we're coming into, well, we're developing more housing up here, which is a good a good thing. I hope that the wave kind of continues in the right direction there. Um, we did just purchase 8 lots. The city purchased 8 lots from Church Mutual over on Johnson Street, and we've sent out RFPs to have builders come in and give us an idea what they would put on those lots, and we're gonna pick the best one that suits the best for the area over there for single family dwellings. And yeah, that's a great, they gave us a really good deal, and that's a very desirable neighborhood over there. Plus all the infrastructure is already there, so it doesn't cost the city a whole bunch of money to run water and sewer in a new street and everything like that.
Yeah, and that's something you don't hear about cities doing very often. I know it's something that has been done here in Wausau in the last few years, but it's not something that
Mhm.
is very common. You oftentimes will hear that you want the lots to be redeveloped for some sort of commercial or mixed use, but you're looking at just single family homes with this and then putting those on the market,
Right.
correct?
Yep. And we also just took back some lots from the county that were tax delinquent. And we put those out for bid, and they all sold but one. We rejected the bid on one because the people that were looking at it decided to back out at the last minute. So we just rejected that bid. But all of our lots in Merrill that we have sold, that we took back from the county, and the ones that we just purchased from Church Mutual are going, they all can be built on. So I mean, that's great that we have lots available, and all the infrastructure is done already. So it's just running new water and sewer lines in.
Yeah, and it sounds like a slam dunk type project. I mean, especially for you coming in and being able to get something done right away, because I know housing has been a pretty hot topic, whether it's Marshfield, whether it's here in Wausau, or anywhere else. So even if I wanted to sell my house in Wausau right now and move up to Merrill, understand my pickings are going to be pretty slim, correct?
Yep, yes, very much so. And the prices of the houses that people are selling is, I can't believe it. I'm glad I bought my house when I did back in '94. So,
Oh, don't worry. I say
yeah,
the
it's
same thing about 2020. So I think
mhm.
that's something that a lot of people are saying these days. But what is, I guess, ultimately kind of your end goal with this, with the emphasis on single family housing units there right now in Merrill?
Well, just to get as many as we can built to help build our tax base, to hopefully get our taxes more in line so that we can afford to bring in new things to Merrill, grow our population, grow our tax base. Um, and we need to get a handle on our borrowing and our spending, our, especially we need to increase our bond rating, and by building our tax base, that should help us greatly.
Yeah, because everybody, of course, talks about the worker shortage and things like that. And I know one thing that that Derek was going or was kind of emphasizing early on in his administration there was even just bringing in new and more diverse employers as well. I know he kind of wanted to maybe emphasize trying to bring in some sort of tech company, or even just find a way to get more people to choose to live in Merrill, even if they're working from home for somebody else. Is that something too
Right.
that you are going to be looking at over the next 4 years?
Yeah, I'll be working closely with the Lincoln County Economic Development Director, which the city helps fund that position. So, and work together with him. He was actually my opponent in the election, but he was the previous mayor here. So I do have a working relationship with him, and yeah, we'll be working together on doing what's best for the city. We do have quite an expansion happening at Weinbrenner Shoe Company, and they're looking for employees. Sierra Pacific is a window factory. They're looking for employees, and they just expanded again. Um, so we have the jobs. We just need the people to come, and hopefully we can get some housing here to help them, find a place to live. Because I heard that when I was on the campaign trail, when I visited with like Weinbrenner, that they have people that are willing to take the jobs, but they can't find a place to live that's affordable for them to live. And we do have, quite a few housing projects in the work, but the prices are pretty high for the new apartments that are being built. But that's kind of the way of the world right now, and the way of the market. It's hard to
Mhm.
find something that, and the definition of affordable housing is different from, in my mind, in your mind, to other people too. So it's hard to kind of hit on what's the best price range.
Yeah,
So
indeed. And it's certainly a struggle that obviously I don't envy your position at all because of that. And it's a struggle that everybody here in central Wisconsin and beyond is dealing with right now. You touched on
right.
economic development as well. your economic development office up there in Merrill actually going to be participating in a workforce development type summit here in Wausau coming up in the next couple of weeks here. But this is something that,
Yep.
between you, Marshfield, Stevens Point, and us here in Wausau, you're all getting together to talk about this as well. Is that something that you'll be joining, or at least dialing into in one way or another to learn what you can about this problem and how to solve it?
Yeah, we're gonna have representatives there. The days that the summit are, I'm working my other job since the mayor's position's a part-time, but the city administrator will be there, and our Lincoln County Economic Development Director, and they do brief me, on what happened and look what things we can look forward to, and try to come up with a solution. And this is a problem, like you said, uh, pretty much nationwide, that it's great that we're all that they're having a conference that we can all get together and discuss and try to brainstorm on how to fix this issue.
Yeah, indeed. And I think it just goes to show the scope of what we are looking at here, that it is from Merrill to Stevens Point, Wisconsin Rapids, everywhere in between, that you're all getting together to kind of share these ideas back and forth. It really shows that, and the emphasis, I guess, that I got out of it was we need to think of ourselves as a Twin Cities type metro area. We really need to band together to find a way to bring a solution forward to this.
All right. Excuse me a minute. I got to take a drink.
No
Yeah,
worries. No worries.
it's a problem, and I'm actually I wanted to reach out to the Rylander mayor and the Tomahawk mayor, and because we're all in the same boat, and figure out a way how we can all work together for some affordable housing issues. So.
Mhm. And, but is that one of the solutions that you might see to this, is changing the way that we think about this, instead of, just Merrill, just Wausau, just
Mhm.
Weston. Think of us as, maybe a larger metro area just happens to be spread out in a half hour to 45-minute drive between each other, to market central Wisconsin as a place to put down roots and grow a family and a career.
Right. Right. Yeah, because we definitely have the facilities that need the workers. So yeah, it'd be great if we can get the people to come up here. And I've actually been working with a couple of landlords. I'm scheduling a meeting with them now, where some of the houses that are being taken back from the county or whatever, or even if a house is gonna be on the blocks for being demoed or whatever, if we can acquire that house and let the landlords go in and fix it up, and if they can offer it, if they can purchase it for a good price and fix it up and then offer it for a good rental price, that'll help bring in a lot of people too. It's just because we got a lot of not vacant houses, but a lot of houses that if somebody moves out, it'd be a good stepping stone for the next person if they're moving up to a bigger, better house.
Yeah, absolutely. One other thing we wanted to talk about, of course, Merrill, you're the city of parks. I can
Yep.
verify that. I've been there numerous times. I'm very impressed with your park system up there. What do you have possibly on the horizon in that department, and how you're looking at those quality of life amenities to offer those that might consider moving to Merrill for a job or for a career change?
Sure. Yeah, well, we have our Riverbend Trail, and they're talking about extending the Riverbend Trail to the south to kind of connect it a little bit farther towards Wausau. And we also just purchased some acreage out by our school forest to expand or not school forest, our city forest, excuse me, to expand that so we can have more events like the mountain bikes out there, things like that. We purchased, I believe it was 70 acres out of the American Rescue Plan money. So that, and it's adjacent to our city forest, which will be a great asset to help bring people and just to give people a place to enjoy nature outdoors. They can hunt, they can do whatever they want out there, except, motorized, no motorized traffic out there. So,
Mhm. Yeah, and of
uh,
course, within reason. But hey, it's a
right.
reason to get out, get away from
Mhm.
everybody, reconnect with yourself. That's what I enjoy about it.
Yep. And our Riverbend Trail, we just expanded that to the kind of the north and west here a little bit. That's a great addition to the city, that portion there. The Riverbend Trail is very, very widely used. I wish we could get some more businesses to spur off of the Riverbend Trail to help promote that even more. But it is very well used, and there's a group, the Riverbend Trail Foundation, that takes care of that, and they do an excellent job promoting that and stuff. So
Yeah, indeed. And that's part of, I would say, part of the pitch for Merrill as well, is the parks and the nature and the being able to connect with the outdoors. One more then before we let you go. To you though, what is it? What if again, somebody like me wants to sell my house in Wausau, move up to Merrill? What is it that the city has to offer? Why is it something that would be a good decision for me in your mind? Anyway, what's your pitch for Merrill?
we have uh, we have a lot of services that we offer. We have a full-time fire department. We have a full-time police department, and our EMS is associated with our fire department, our paramedics. They all do a great job. Um, we have garbage pickup that's done in-house, so you're not having a second party or third party do that. We're all doing that on city. We offer a lot of amenities. We have a lot of parks, we're very close to all the ATV, UTV trails in Lincoln County that hook up with the Lane Lake County. You know, that's huge. We're going through a marketing campaign right now. A marketing communications committee was formed under Mayor Wellner, and we're rebranding the city, so to speak, and it's got some very good tools in it, and we're going to be launching that pretty soon here. We got a marketing director starting, the person that's going to help get that out on Facebook more and things like that. So yeah, we got a lot to offer in Merrill, and if you want to build a house up here in the city, we can give you an
Hmm.
incentive. You have $10,000 to build a house. So we're trying to bring people in. So
Yeah, indeed. Well, I always appreciate the time. I'll consider your offer. I'm not rejecting it right away, but I'll say I'll
okay,
consider it. We always appreciate the time to chat like this. Look forward to 4 years with you up there in Merrill, and we will certainly be in touch to follow some of the progress on some of these items over that time.
yeah, feel free to give a call anytime, and I'll be happy to talk with you and speak with you. So.
All right.